mayoral candidate will be on the general election ballot despite an attempt to block her candidacy by an ally of current Mayor Tiffany Henyard, who is
a mayoral candidate being challenged. The saga surrounding embattled South Suburban politician Tiffany Henyard continues.
Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into a political swamp so murky, it'll make you question everything you thought you knew about local government. We're talking Thornton Township, Illinois, and the reign of terror, or is it just really bad management of Supervisor Tiffany Henyard? Prepare to be shocked, scandalized, and maybe just a little bit entertained. This isn't your grandma's town hall meeting, folks. This is a full-blown political cage match, with Tiffany Henyard in the center ring, trading blows with her opponents, and facing an FBI investigation that's got the whole town buzzing. The latest drama? Henyard's threat to shut down the entire township government. Yep, you heard that right. She's threatening to pull the plug on essential services, leaving seniors without transportation, kids without after-school programs, and potentially hundreds of employees out of work, all because of a petty power struggle, apparently.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard was not at the hearing here today. Neither was her attorney, and she was not made available for a comment.
So, what's the beef? Well, it seems the Thornton Township Board meetings have become less about governance and more about a game of political chicken. For the fifth time in a matter of weeks, a meeting had to be canceled because there wasn't enough board members present to form a quorum. This isn't some accidental oversight. It's a calculated move by trustees who are determined to block Henyard from making key appointments. They accuse her of financial mismanagement, of using taxpayer money for lavish trips and personal enrichment, and of generally running the township into the ground. They're not wrong. The FBI is investigating her, and the township is facing a massive financial deficit.
You didn't run out of this the right way. Illegal!
Henyard, however, paints a different picture. She claims the trustees are trying to sabotage her, to undermine her authority, and to seize control of the township for their own selfish gain. She claims that the refusal to attend meetings is a deliberate tactic to prevent her from appointing a new trustee, which would give her a crucial tie-breaking vote. She argues that this is a blatant power grab, a cynical attempt to silence her and to derail her political career. She frames herself as a champion of the people, fighting against the corrupt establishment. The stakes are incredibly high. Henyard's threat to shut down the township is not an empty one. She's warned that without a functioning board, the township won't be able to renew its insurance, leading to the complete cessation of operations. This means no more senior transportation, no more food assistance programs, no more after-school activities for kids. It means potential layoffs for over 100 township employees, many of whom are already struggling to make ends meet. It's a bold move, a high-stakes gamble, but Henyard is playing it.
Again, no comment from Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Voters here will first head to the polls in February for the primary election, then the general mayoral election.
And it's not just the township's finances that are in turmoil. Henyard's own political future is hanging by a thread. She's already been booted off the ballot for Thornton Township Supervisor in a rare Democratic caucus vote. She claims the caucus was rigged, that her supporters were locked out of the venue while supporters of her opponent, State Senator Napoleon Harris, were allowed inside. She's filed multiple lawsuits alleging voter suppression and demanding a do-over. Meanwhile, her allies have been busy removing some of her challengers from the ballot, creating a chaotic and highly contested electoral landscape.
Manner of fights in Thornton Township and in Dolton. Except in one case, Tiffany Henyard wants on a ballot, while in another, a Henyard ally was looking to keep her opponent off.
The situation is further complicated by the ongoing FBI investigation into Henyard's finances. Subpoenas have been issued to Henyard herself, her political committee, her cancer charity, yes, really her boyfriend, relatives, trustees, and even her defunct burger business. The allegations of misspending are serious, and the FBI is digging deep. Henyard denies any wrongdoing, but the evidence is mounting. But wait, there's more. The drama extends beyond the township boardroom. Henyard is also the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, and her time in office has been equally tumultuous. She's facing fierce opposition from within her own village, with senior trustee Jason House launching a mayoral campaign to unseat her. House accuses Henyard of financial mismanagement and of creating a climate of fear and intimidation within the village government. He's promising ethics reform and a return to responsible governance.
It's manipulation. Nobody likes being manipulated, and when you get here, you know that's exactly what's happening.
The situation in Dolton is mirroring the chaos in Thornton Township. Meetings are contentious, accusations fly, and lawsuits are piling up. Henyard, ever defiant, insists she's doing what's best for the people, that she's fighting against the corrupt establishment. But her critics see a different story, a self-serving politician clinging to power, regardless of the cost. Now, let's hear what the internet is saying. The YouTube comments section is a goldmine of opinions, ranging from outrage to amusement. One commenter wrote, "This is maddening. Henyard has no respect, therefore deserves no respect." Ouch. Another commenter, clearly fed up with the ongoing drama, stated she needs to grow up and step down. Her time in office has been a disaster. These comments reflect a widespread sentiment of frustration and disillusionment among the residents of Thornton Township and Dolton. They're tired of the constant infighting, the accusations, and the uncertainty surrounding the future of their communities.
Well, she's one of the most recognizable faces that's been on the news lately. I'm talking about the mayor of Dolton, Tiffany Henyard.
And all of social media.
Yes.
The situation is further complicated by the fact that Henyard isn't just facing opposition from within her own party. Rumors are swirling about secret alliances and backroom deals with whispers of rival factions vying for control. Some speculate that the ongoing FBI investigation is being used as a political weapon, a way to discredit Henyard and her allies. Others believe that the whole thing is a smokescreen, a distraction from even more serious wrongdoing. The truth, as usual, remains elusive. Adding to the intrigue, there are reports of anonymous tips and leaked documents surfacing, further fueling speculation about Henyard's alleged misdeeds. These documents, if authentic, could reveal a pattern of corruption and abuse of power that extends far beyond the initial allegations. The information is currently being investigated, and its authenticity remains unconfirmed. But the mere existence of these rumors is enough to further destabilize the already fragile political landscape.
Has this surprised you, how much the viewership has gravitated towards this woman? Like, people from all over the world are talking about her.
Meanwhile, Henyard supporters remain fiercely loyal, defending her against accusations of wrongdoing and portraying her as a victim of a political witch hunt. They argue that the opposition is driven by personal vendettas and a desire to seize power, not by genuine concern for the well-being of the community. They point to Henyard's accomplishments during her time in office, highlighting initiatives that have benefited the residents of Thornton Township and Dolton. The narrative is becoming increasingly complex, with competing narratives and conflicting accounts of events. The legal battles are far from over. Henyard's lawsuits are still pending, and the outcomes remain uncertain. Her opponents are fighting back just as fiercely, filing countersuits and challenging her claims. The legal wrangling is likely to continue for months, if not years, further delaying any resolution to the crisis and prolonging the uncertainty for the residents of these communities.
Friday, but was met by this sign.
Okay, here I am, and they disappeared now.
Beyond the legal battles, the political fallout is already being felt. Henyard's reputation has been severely tarnished, and her ability to govern effectively has been significantly compromised. The constant infighting and accusations are eroding public trust, making it increasingly difficult to address the pressing needs of the community. The situation is a textbook example of how political dysfunction can cripple even the most well-intentioned efforts at governance. Adding another layer to this complex saga is the role of the media. Local news outlets are closely following the unfolding events, reporting on the various legal battles, accusations, and counter-accusations. National media outlets have also taken notice, further amplifying the story and contributing to the public perception of Henyard and her administration. The constant media coverage is adding to the pressure on Henyard, making it even more difficult to navigate this political minefield.
Our hesitation is that if there's a person in there that will just say yes to everything, I mean, it will set us back.
The situation in Thornton Township and Dolton serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power, political ambition, and the corrosive effects of partisan conflict. The residents of these communities are caught in the crossfire, suffering the consequences of a political battle that shows no signs of abating. The question remains, will the community be able to heal from this political trauma, or will the scars of this conflict linger for years to come? The future remains uncertain, and the drama continues. The situation is a perfect storm of political infighting, financial mismanagement, and FBI scrutiny. It's a spectacle that's captivated the attention of the entire region, and it's far from over. Henyard's threat to shut down the township government is a desperate, high-stakes gamble, but it highlights the deep divisions and distrust that have plagued Thornton Township for years. The question is, will she follow through on her threat? And if she does, what will be the consequences? Will the residents rise up and demand her resignation? Or will she somehow manage to weather this storm and cling to power?
We were in Thornton Township today, and that main building was locked. No one was answering the main phone lines, and some services that are offered there are for electric and heating for low-income homes.
The ongoing legal battles, the FBI investigation, and the deep-seated political divisions within both Thornton Township and Dolton make this a story that's sure to keep us on the edge of our seats. It's a messy, chaotic situation, and the residents of these communities deserve better. The question remains, will Henyard's actions ultimately benefit the people she claims to represent, or will they only serve to further destabilize already fragile communities? Only time will tell. Until then, keep those comments coming. Let us know what you think of this political soap opera. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on this unfolding drama. Thanks for watching.